Welcome to another episode of the Divorce Lawyers podcast, brought to you by DivorceLawyers.ca. As the summer winds down and the excitement of back-to-school season begins, many parents are preparing for the new school year. For divorced or separated parents, this time of year can present unique challenges. I'm Deepa Taylor, and today we'll be diving into some essential back-to-school advice specifically tailored for divorced parents, helping you navigate these waters with grace and a focus on the best interests of your children. Over the next few minutes, we'll cover key topics such as school enrollment decisions, effective communication, handling disputes, and ensuring your child's voice is heard in these decisions. Let's get started. Back-to-school season can be stressful for any parent, but it can be especially challenging for divorced or separated parents. One of the most common issues that arises is disagreements over where the child should be enrolled. This is a decision that can significantly impact your child's life, affecting their social environment, academic performance, and overall well-being. It's important to address these decisions early, rather than waiting until the last minute. Remember, these decisions should be made in the best interests of the child, rather than based on convenience or past disagreements between parents. Communication is key when it comes to making back-to-school decisions. Even if one parent has sole decision-making responsibility, it's crucial to involve the other parent in discussions about school choices. This shows respect for the other parent's role in your child's life and helps maintain a cooperative co-parenting relationship. Start the conversation early, provide all the relevant information, and be open to discussing your reasons for your school preference. The goal is to reach a consensus, or at least an understanding, that focuses on what's best for your child. Unfortunately, not all decisions can be made amicably. If you and your co-parent cannot agree on a school, you may need to seek legal intervention. However, before rushing to court, consider all options. If an urgent motion is necessary, be mindful that courts will look at your behavior leading up to the dispute. Have you communicated effectively? Have you given the other parent sufficient notice? Judges will take these factors into account when making their decisions. In some cases, it may be beneficial to seek mediation or the involvement of a family lawyer to help resolve the dispute without the need for a court appearance. As your child grows older, their preferences should be taken into consideration when making decisions about their education. This is often referred to as the voice of the child. While it's important to listen to your child's wishes, it's equally important to ensure that their preferences are not being influenced by either parent. If there's a significant dispute, the court may appoint a social worker or a lawyer to represent your child's interests, ensuring that their voice is heard in a neutral and unbiased manner. This can be a valuable tool in making decisions that truly reflect the child's best interests. In family law, the status quo plays a significant role in court decisions. Courts generally prefer to maintain stability for children, which means keeping things as consistent as possible. If your child has been attending a particular school for years, it's likely that the court will favor continuing that arrangement unless there's a compelling reason to change it. This is why it's important to act quickly if you believe a change is necessary, rather than allowing the current situation to become the established norm. Another common issue during back-to-school time is handling special and extraordinary expenses, also known as Section 7 expenses. These can include costs like before and after school care, school uniforms, and extracurricular activities. It's important to remember that these expenses should be shared proportionally based on each parent's income. This ensures that both parents contribute fairly, and that the child's needs are met without placing an undue financial burden on either parent. If you're unsure how to handle these expenses, consider speaking with your family lawyer to ensure you're following the guidelines correctly. As you navigate these back-to-school decisions, it's crucial to keep thorough documentation of all communications and agreements with your co-parent. This includes emails, text messages, and any written agreements you may reach. This documentation can be invaluable if a dispute arises, and you need to demonstrate to the court that you acted in good faith and with the best interests of your child in mind. Navigating back-to-school season as a divorced parent doesn't have to be a source of stress. By focusing on communication, cooperation, and the best interests of your child, you can make this transition smooth and positive. Remember, the goal is to provide your child with the stability and support they need to thrive in their educational environment. If you have any concerns or need legal advice, don't hesitate to reach out to one of our qualified family lawyers by visiting DivorceLawyers.ca. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Divorce Lawyers podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe and leave us a review. We'll be back soon with more insights and advice on navigating family law issues in Ontario. Until next time, take care and best of luck with the new school year.